Yeah. What's up? What's up? It's King Blake back again. More content for your head top. This is the one, the only Blake check. Listen, man, it's a lot going on right now. Listen, 6ix9ine is back. He's got the industry back buzzing, right? Everybody's talking about what is he doing now? What's his play now? What's his move now? Who he's moving around with now? And I watched the interview with him, Whack, Hassan Campbell, academics, and during the interview, he debuted his new crew pretty much. I don't know what they gonna call themselves. And I do see a couple of things, right? It's a couple of things that I saw that I do want to break down, right? So, man, let me just say, the saying "it's a sucker born every minute" couldn't be true. Couldn't be more true because it's like you got these young boys, and apparently the main figurehead right now is Don Stacks, right? Don's Stacks, whatever. That's his Instagram, Don's Stacks. He's a rapper. I found his YouTube page. He's been rapping for a while. Few thousand views, nothing major, nothing too crazy. And they're the ones, guys out of Bushwick, who are gonna be his crew now. And at least for the time being, we know 6ix9ine has no problem with switching up the players in his crew, which led to a lot of the problems that he had before. But those who don't learn will continue to fail. And so he's got these guys who in the interview, where they admitted that they hadn't seen him in a few years, and Don Stacks ran into him randomly somewhere, and that's how they reunited their friendship. And Don's got his whole crew, and I think those are the people that they're going to be using as the crash dummies to protect 6ix9ine. And they had him come to Bushwick. They said 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They had him come shoot the video in front of Bushwick houses. Even though they said they let their OGs and they let a few people know the day before, like, yo, he's coming through and we're gonna shoot the video. They took him to the store. They had him in front doing his thing. And that's just what they doing. That's how they moving. Now, um, let's start with the positive, right? The positive is the Don Stacks guy. He does seem like he has some form of intelligence, right? He don't just seem like a dummy. Like, you could tell he's very authentic in him being frustrated pretty much with with with, with the street code. And he's pointed out the hypocrisy of saying, like, yo, y'all not supposed to be running around with him. But he's like, yo, these same dudes who gave us these street codes, they got business in the streets that they don't handle. They got dudes in our hoods that we see all the time who done snitched and cooperated, and they ain't do nothing to them. So why, when I got a situation where I could be making money for me and my friends and my family, why would I not team up with the dude? Because what, he snitched? Like, alright, I ain't doing no street stuff with him. I'm trying to make money with him. And there's people in the hood who snitched, and y'all ain't did nothing about that. So don't come to me talking about I got to do something about him. And that's the main point I guess he's been able to sell his crew on as well, because he's got a few of them guys backing him. He's got a few of those guys backing him, and they letting everybody know we from Bushwick. We the young boys over there, and this is what we doing. This what we moving. We moving with the rat. Moving with the rat. I mean, they tried to clean it up and say, oh, he was a rock and roller. They never seen him as a street dude and all of this and all of that. Um, and the Don Stacks also guy talked about how he's gonna try to use this to better his family and his peoples that are locked up, and the OGs ain't been helping them, and it's a lot of things. You could tell he's been disheartened by the streets and street politics, right? So that's the good I can give them, right? That's the positive. That's the plus I can give those young boys for seeing an opportunity and saying, weighing out what it is for them. Like, listen, we in the hood, we in the projects, we hungry, we out here, taking penitentiary chances and taking risks every day for a situation where we not even making but a couple bucks, or we could get with this guy and we could make a whole lot of money if we do things right and keep things the right way. So I feels like that's what the options was for them, and they weighed it out. Now, here's where the issues come to play, right? The issues come to play is, uh, I believe these guys is bloods, right? I see, doing my little digging. I'm looking at the pictures on the gram, on Don Stacks, page and different things like that. And I see, the red bandanas and things like that. I don't know, which specific set. I have an idea, but I ain't no gang member, so I ain't really gonna tap into all of that until they ready to speak on that. Um, but if it's interesting to see that more bloods are running around with Takashi after everything. Um, and during the interview, it was also very revealing. Hassan Campbell brought up Ish, one of the guys he cooperated against. He was, and I had heard this before this interview, that Ish really had nothing to do with nothing. He just was a guy that happened to be around, happened to be helping him out from time to time, and he ended up getting swept up in that whole thing. And Ish had reached out through Hassan Campbell saying he had custody of his two kids, and he just wished that 6ix9ine would help him out, and that was quickly shut down and quickly scoffed at by 6ix9ine, like, why would I help you? Why would da da da? But you know, to me, that should have been a glaring sign to some of those guys in that room that's supposed to be holding him down, because it's like, well, look, this is a guy. He didn't kidnap 6ix9ine. He didn't touch his girl. He didn't do any of those things that supposedly made him switch up on them. So, why is he so disposable to him? Which is the main thing. The main thing that they can't seem to escape or answer is like, all right, y'all running around with this dude who got crazy issues. If y'all get into a situation where y'all gotta get into a bang out to protect him, or just to make it plain, like y'all get into a situation, a shootout with this dude around, what exactly are y'all gonna do? Like, what do you can't trust that once he gets arrested that he's gonna hold it down. He's already shown that he's not that type of dude. So how can y'all protect him? Y'all not security. Y'all regular street dudes. How y'all gonna protect him? How y'all gonna move around with him? How y'all gonna do this? That's the question that has to be answered, because it's like y'all mobbing with him. When something pop off and they come get him, how can y'all not expect them to tell on y'all? How is that possible? So because of that, I don't understand their anger really. He's still antagonizing people, and he's still doing things to cause tension and beef in the streets. So how y'all gonna protect them? And then on an even bigger scale, right? How is it they're gonna work out with when y'all have to hit the road and you gotta go other states, you gotta go other places. Y'all gonna travel dirty everywhere. Y'all ain't gonna be able to connect. He's got problems in Chicago. He got problems in LA. He's got problems in so many different states and cities. Like, all right, he's gonna have to hire security. He's gonna have to hire armed security along with his goons. But again, eventually, y'all might get put in a position where y'all have to do something. And how can you trust that? And then, on top of that, if y'all are gang members and y'all are doing things outside of this dude is hot. What if he get another Rico? Are y'all trusting that he's not gonna cooperate and tell on you? He's shown time and time again, people are disposable to him, and that's just not gonna change. And because you can't get around that, you cannot create a solid foundation with him because you have no loyalty. The loyalty is only one way. He's dealing with grimy dudes out the projects. 6ix9ine better be careful. One of these dudes ain't gonna get paid the same way as everybody. Everybody ain't gonna eat the same way as everybody, and then you gonna have to deal with that internal disgruntled, you know what I'm saying, situation, which he's already dealt with. That's how he got kidnapped. But maybe he didn't learn from that. He still think he could be out here being in the streets talking about, oh, I pull up with $2 million in jewelry in one person. Oh, ain't nobody gonna do it. All of that is on the internet. Like, bro, everybody a gangster until a gangster walk in the room. That's one of the oldest sayings. So, I don't know, man. I just think it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. My early predictions is that he's gonna have some more internal issues. One of those dudes he gonna have to watch. These some hood dudes from the projects. Trust me, they might be rolling with him out of love for Don Stacks or certain other ones, but everybody in that crew don't feel the same way. Everybody in that crew. The funniest thing they said, and I'm gonna end it on this, was Don Stacks said, "We don't jack no rats, but we jacking this one." Man, it looks crazy. It looks crazy. Um, and also 6ix9ine seems to be encouraged by Alpo. I knew this. I knew it. I knew it. Before he even said it, I said to myself, he thinks because Alpo was able to move around that it was sweet. And he talked about how his baby mother, how his girl's baby father had a baby shower and Alpo was there and it was in Harlem and he was moving around and nobody did nothing. And then after Alpo died, her baby father was celebrating like, yeah, Harlem don't play. But because it wasn't one of the dudes that Alpo did wrong, he's like, you see what I'm saying? The streets just be talking. It ain't really even going, it wasn't even the guys who should have did it that got Alpo killed. So I think he's interpreted that to be like, oh man, the streets is a joke, man. These dudes ain't really gonna do nothing. Mind you, this is after he's already testified about the complex network of the gangs, the Godfathers, the interstates, the this, that, and the third, and he still thinks he can't be touched. So, whether it's gonna be on the street side or the legal side, he's not. He doesn't have an ability or hasn't presented an ability to have learned from his mistakes, and thus he's doomed to continue to succumb to those mistakes, right? So, listen, man. They say a smart man learns from his mistakes and a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. I see no growth here. I still see a sense of trying to prove something. And that's how you ended up in that jam before. And we'll see what's to come, right? So just a little food for thought. It was like a 2.5 hour interview. I had to give a long breakdown. I ain't even gonna get into the whole Wack and Hassan thing. I just want to really break down this whole thing with 6ix9ine debut and his new crew and what's their options and what they gonna do. And the fact that they still claiming their own gang, even though they never said, yo, we X, Y, and Z, we did it. They never. Maybe they learned that from Treyway. I don't know. It's food for thought, man. Y'all do the dishes. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Please, man, if you like this, like the video, share it, subscribe. My subscribers is going up. The content is keep coming. I'm trying to build this platform out. You know what I mean? And I'm out of here.